Well, sources are telling me tonight that gun was stashed in this prisoner's buttocks, and he managed to get into this prisoner transport van undetected after he saw a judge. And now 2 police officers are in the hot seat, and another prisoner is in the hospital tonight with that gunshot wound to the leg. Now, within the last 10 minutes, the suspect, Luis Soto, went before a judge for the second night in a row. Pix 11 cameras were the only ones inside of the courtroom. You see him as he was brought in with his hands behind his back under heavy security. He was...
You nasty mother. You nasty mother. You put a gun in your ass? Not even to win $1 million? You did it to shoot somebody? Lock him up. Lock him up. Give him the most nastiest charge ever invented. He deserves to be under the shitty jail because he like to put items in his shitty ass. You nasty little criminal, you.
Remanded into custody, and he is now going to be sent back to the Westchester County Jail tonight, 24 hours after this harrowing incident unfolded. The shooting happened while the prisoner...
Heroin? That was nothing. That was a nasty, disgusting incident. You nasty little prisoner. I hope you spend the rest of your life in jail. And a whole lot of things are going up that hole. The same place the gun was. You nasty... Ugh.
Were being brought to the jail inside of a Mount Vernon police transport van 7 o'clock last night. Officials say that the person was shot by a fellow prisoner who'd smuggled the gun into the vehicle on his body. As cops heard the shot go off mid-ride, they turned around, raced back here to police headquarters, where 5 prisoners were offloaded and secured. Police...
I know those police were shocked. Imagine you driving... You're doing the same thing you do every day. You driving these nasty little ugly inmates to their destination. And you driving la 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 la. Next thing you know, you hear boom. You turn around and you see a prisoner in a shootout, and you look at the gun and the gun ain't black. The gun is not even silver. The gun is brown because he had it in his ass, and he want us to touch him and arrest him? Get there.
They say Luis Soto was the man who had the loaded .22 caliber revolver, but how it got past multiple layers of security is what's being investigated right now. Soto's a 32-year-old Bronx man who had been arrested on Wednesday initially for allegedly sexually assaulting a minor. Now,
then he oh my gosh, oh my God, what kind of world are we in? What kind of world are we in? This dude did something. He did the A word to a minor, and then he had the nerves to settle beef on a bus with a shitty gun. Life.
Now he's facing multiple charges related to the shooting. As a result, police are overhauling their security protocols, knowing full well how much more serious this could have been.
Those police, let me tell you, write-ups, suspension, I mean, they get in the whole 9. You might have a few cats that's gonna get fired. They're gonna be on the unemployment line. When the stock report come out next week, you know the employment results, they gonna be on it because they're gonna be unemployed. The whole purpose of you being here is making sure nobody have a gun at all, a knife, a gun, nothing, not even a toothpick.
He seen the judge reprimanded him to Valhalla. So that means he stood before the judge with a weapon on him. He got in the transport van with the weapon on him. So all them times they never patted him down, that weapon was still on him. That's
He could have shot the judge. He could have shot the judge. Let me tell you, if that inmate would have stood in court, went into his ass, and shot a judge on a bench, actively on a bench, with a shitty bullet, it would have been shit for everybody in law enforcement that day in that court.
unresponsible, it's unacceptable.
The use of the department's magnetometer handheld wand is now mandatory for all new prisoner processings. The use of it was optional previously.
The use of it was optional? How was the use of using a metal detector hand wand optional with prisoners? Whoever made that law optional, whoever made that the protocol, oh no, you could use the wand depending on what's going on. They need to be fired. Whoever's in management that made the decision to make that optional needs to be fired. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you Kamala Harris' cousin, goddamn it. You got that dot in the middle of your head. Listen, you need to be fired, okay? You need to go.
Prior to this, the Mount Vernon Police Department was under scrutiny due to a DOJ investigation about unlawful strip searches here at the police department. But now another overhaul is underway.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You have a police prison that's doing their job. They stripping them down. Listen, we want to see everything underneath that ass crack. Then you got the DOJ. They get involved. They got a job too. They got to show that they're doing some work too. That's the problem with all these little tiny, these offices that monitor other offices and another monitor another office of monitor another. It's just too much people getting a salary for no reason. Now you got the DOJ. They monitor. They say, listen, guys, y'all too much. Y'all stripping them down. The last person that was complaining, y'all plucked his balls here. Y'all can't be plucking ball here. Then they started to relax. They started to, become more compliant. Okay, guys, let them through. He don't got nothing on him. Let him through. He don't got nothing on him. Now somebody went through with a gun and they ass cracked. Let me tell y'all out there, be careful, man. We in some real shitty times. And it could get very disgusting. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe.